In this section, you're going to be getting used to some notation as far as function notation, which you have dealt with function notation before. Basically, all you've ever dealt with is just like where you have had, say, f of x equal, and then they give you some expression. So we're still dealing with that type of notation, but it's instructing you to do certain operations. All right, so what you're seeing is what I have on this first line, what I have on the left and the right are exactly the same thing. So whether it's written this way with a plus sign or written separate with a plus sign, that's just simply telling you that you need to add the two functions. Both of these are telling you to subtract. You put the little dot in between, whether again it could be written this way or it could be written this way. That means to multiply your functions. And of course, either one of these would be telling you to divide your functions. All right, so just getting used to these notations. You're going to be given some functions, like in this case, you were told that f of x is equal to 5x minus 3 and g of x is equal to x squared. And then you're going to be asked to perform certain operations. Now, I have here perform each operation and find domain. We're not going to find domain, and actually when you get to do the homework problems, it'll also tell you to find domain, but don't worry about that. All right, so if you look back at the previous piece of paper that was showing you all these different notations, you'll see that this right here was telling you that you needed to subtract your functions. Since g is listed first, that means that you have to do the g minus the f. So the g is x squared, and then you're going to subtract from that function f, which is the 5x minus 3. Now, because this is subtraction, you will need to distribute your minus sign. This would just be a matter of simplifying. So that would give you a minus 5x and then a plus 3. Now, at this point, if you had any like terms, then you could combine those together, but you don't have any like terms. So this is your answer, okay? It's just simply telling you to subtract your functions. Okay, the second one is asking that you divide. Okay, so f divided by g. So f is 5x minus 3 and g is x squared. Now, if it were something you could do some simplifying with, then you would be expected to do so, but you can't simplify here. So there's your answer to that one. All right, next. Mainly, the only difference here is we're just switching functions. This time, f of x is x plus 4 and g is x squared plus 2x minus 3. All right, so with this notation, you having the dot in between, that tells you that you are expected to multiply your functions. So we have f, which is x plus 4, and we're to multiply that times g, which is x squared plus 2x minus 3. Now, this is just going to require that you FOIL. So you start with your x and you FOIL this. So you have x times x squared, which is x cubed. X times 2x is 2x squared. X times negative 3 is negative 3x. Okay, so now come back and multiply with your 4. So 4 times x squared is 4x squared. 4 times 2x is 8x, and 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. Now, at this point, I have some like terms that I can combine, so that would be the last step. So 2x squared plus 4x squared is going to give me a 6x squared, and then negative 3x plus 8 is a positive 5, and then I have the minus 12. So this would be my answer to this one.